Good day, everybody. Hello, welcome to the Cavalier cheat sheet. Yes, links are in the description down below. Go check it out. There's also, in the video I posted previously today, there was a link to the Google Drive link for the Cavalier cheat sheet, which as I said, like, there's a bit of a delay in getting it to you. And that's just because, like, you know, it's just taken a lot longer because there's different kind of nodes. The hashtags have to be considered, and as well, like the bosses, even though they've been relatively straightforward, there's been some complexities which have been a little bit kind of annoying to the situation. So yeah, any case, like excuses and stuff aside, Cavalier cheat sheet is out. Check it out, link in the description. We're just going to go over a few things as well. So Infectious Wrath is the main one here. We've got Warlock, Star-Lord, Hulkbuster, Sentinel, Yondu, Doc Ock. The thing is, you don't have to have the champions aforementioned because you can like go a different route with it. If the champion is getting regeneration, then what you do is you kind of like deal with that regeneration. But if you want to get those Fury passives, then of course you've got to deal with the tech side of things in order to kind of get those kind of like improvements. So that's kind of like to mention that. What I've also done for this, the Cavalier cheat sheet, I know I did say about the description of the previous video, but this time I've done a write-up for the bosses, so you can actually get like a full detailed kind of like breakdown, breakdown of the bosses. There we go. So you've got like counters, other information. I grabbed the wrong thing. I was meant to kind of pull that along there. So yeah, like just some write-ups there of quick tips and considerations and whatever, champion counters and all that stuff. So that's just gonna let you know that I've kind of done that for there. So there's kind of that improvement that I've done with it. So it's a bottom tab. Like again, just going to explain that. We're at the bottom of the sheet. You'll see it says the paths, cheat sheet, and boss breakdown. So that's what I've done, is like on two separate tabs rather than just like overclogging it. So just going to explain that. I will look to each month improve it. The problem is always like each month everything's changing. And next month we've got more hashtags, so I need to kind of like try and see about incorporating that. And then at some point I want to get down to using this champion PNGs of like faces, but that's going to take a little bit longer. It'll take quite a bit longer to get that all in, or at least to a point that I can make that and ship it out. In any case, moving on. 1.2. Okay, 1.2 is all about the dimensional beings, Illuminati, Thanos. There's a lot. I am seeing reports from people like it's not working correctly, but I need to kind of investigate that for the MCN tomorrow. Hashtag dimensional beings, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Morningstar, Magic, Dormammu, Hood, Purgatory, Ghost Rider, America Chavez, Mephisto. Illuminati, Mr. Fantastic, Namor, Black Panther, Magneto, Superior Iron Man. By the way, if you're kind of like about to watch, or later on this year, watching the Multiverse of Madness, this team here. No wonder Nicholas, very weird, something to kind of like point out in a kind of a film-based thing, right? Because we sort of know that Superior Iron Man's in the film, and we kind of know that like Black Panther's in it. Namor, I don't know. Mr. Fantastic, I've heard they may be in it, but very strange about Beast. And the reason I say that is Nicholas Hoult had to duck out of the Mission Impossible 7 filming because he had a conflict of filming. Now, that could be something to do with the Multiverse of Madness. I don't know. It's just very weird how that all ties in. But I don't know if anybody knew that. I was looking at the stuff for the film today. In any case, Illuminati, that's what that is. Thanos Army, Corvus, heard problems about that. Ebony Maw, Proxima Midnight, Cull Obsidian, Armor Break Champions, Nullify and Stagger Champs, which are other options as well to deal with this. Terex, Medusa, Doom with the Stagger, obviously. Hulkbuster with Heavy Attack, Sorcerer Supreme, Symbiote Supreme. So there are other options. So it's not just about those 1, 2, 3. You can go a different route with it if you so choose, and that's up to you. Now, when it comes to the next one, which is 2.1, my God. 2.1 is a very kind of straightforward thing. I mean, it's all about mutants. Any mutant really works with this, but you know, you get some more kind of bonuses if you've got prowess, which you know, here this chance to gain the regeneration is increased by 70% of the if the attacker has a prowess buff or passive. So there's going to be some great options for that. And as well, you know, just it's a very kind of easy mutant thing. I've been using Apocalypse mainly for this, but yeah, you got Jubilee, Apocalypse, Kitty Pryde, which is one I'll probably add in here once this has been released. But yeah, Kitty Pryde, regen mutants as well. So there's loads really to trigger off those Fury passives. It's a very straightforward process. 2.1, and we're back to the hashtags, which is what cosmic, but mainly about the tactical ones of New Avengers, A-Force, and Fantastic Four. Personally, when doing this, I use She-Hulk, Cat Marvel movie, but my favorite has to be Scarlet Witch. I'm probably going to do that in a separate video because I just love the rotations. I love the damage that is possible. So you can see on screen right now. There it is, right front and center. She-Hulk, Cat Marvel movie, Rogue, Scarlet Witch Sigil, Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. Not Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, both of them. New Avengers, Miles Morales, Hyperion, Squirrel, Sunspot, Wolverine, Classic Spider-Man, Thor, Jane Foster, Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic, Thing, Invisible Woman, Human Torch. But there are also some others, like it depends on so many different things. Any cosmics with buffs on certain stuff to deal with that particular situation. And yeah, it's just like, I think it's a very doable fight with a lot of them. It depends on what you want to do. A lot of times putting this together, people would go, oh, you don't have to use any of the hashtag champions. It's like, yeah, okay, well, here's some cosmics. Oh, you don't have to do with the... It's like, you've got loads of options. That's really what I'm kind of like doing with kind of putting these videos together. It's giving people options. All right, at the end of the day, that is that. Very weirdly, we're then on to the hashtag interactions. I got to be honest, I think this is one of the worst ones, as I said, and this is just based on the fact of how the jerk is with the evade passive. So when you're kind of like doing the... First of all, you knock champion down, do special, whatever. As soon as you knock down champion, you're able to get Fury... 3.1 now, and this is sidestep strike and Furious Feint. At the end of the day, how this basically works is you go in, you do parry, heavy attack, and you get an evade charge. Once you get an evade charge, you're then able to do once you kind of like activate that in like you can do like a passive stun, and once you do that, you get jerked back, and once you get jerked back, you kind of like come out of like a way of throwing in a heavy attack or something to kind of keep the momentum going with reapplying those evade passives. And I did find it rather annoying. It's probably my most disliked one, and I think that's based on the criticism I gave Caban back in December. I just felt it's too jarring. As soon as you're kind of there, you're like, poof, just like you're coming back too much, and it means that you can't come back in because you've got 0.9 per second time frame, which is kind of like a bit annoying. But in any case, there are some counters to this, some fun ones, which is in the center right there. So right here, Red Goblin as an MVP. I do like using Red Goblin against this. Didn't use it this time, but that's because I used Venom, Venompool, Venom the Duck, Symbiote Supreme, Spider-Man Symbiote, Agent Venom, which I put twice. No, Anti-Venom. Sorry, Anti-Venom. I didn't put it twice. Agent Venom, Anti-Venom, Carnage, Null, Spider-Verse Champion, Spider-Man 2099. Love that champion for it, by the way. Star Spidey, Spider-Ham, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, Stealth Suit Spidey, and Penny Parker. Penny Parker's a good one as well. Sinister Six, Green Goblin, Vulture, Electro, Rhino, Doc Ock, Mysterio, and Kraven. Vulture I love, by the way, for this, and Kraven, I would love to get Kraven. That's one champion I need to hunt to get at some stage. But yeah, that's great kind of like path clearers to kind of do that. And finally, we have Skillful Distraction. I actually really like Skillful Distraction and Mind's Eye and Mixed Master because there's some champions I already love. Blackwater Deadly Origin is my favorite because of shock damage and rotations to achieve it. But that doesn't mean that you should undermine the following. And that is Falcon, Moleman, Elsa, Bloodstone, Night Thrasher, Gwenpool, and Crossbones. Mainly because of building Incinerates and also having things like True Accuracy and other elements like that. You can look to suppress the kind of, it's not just about having skill champions because you can deal with it in a certain way that's kind of slow debuff and stuff like that. Sorcerer Supreme will work as well because of slow debuff, Dragon Man, Nick Fury with the tactical charges, Karnak, She-Hulk, Spider-Gwen, Storm Pyramid X with the SP1, APOC, evade suppression, and if you start to fight like that, you pretty much by the end of like the path clear, it's absolutely fine. Archangel, Domino with Red Hulk, there's so many others. Warlock, Void, it depends on your rotation, what you want to do. Stealth Suit Spider-Man, Shang-Chi, Killmonger. There's loads. There's literally loads to take this down and think outside the box and that stuff. As I said, boss counters and information about that are in the boss breakdown tab. So just click the tab and it's there. And I did want to make this a quick video, so I think we're pretty much done with that. in a quick that's really what I've done. There probably is some more champions I should add to this, but I will do that as I see fit. So like, you know, if people kind of like put some other suggestions, I will add it to it, but do bear in mind I need to now move on to other projects. Like we'll probably have the objectives later on today. We'll also have some other content and some other things that I want to deep dive before I get back on my own stuff that I need to do, like progression guide, updates. I need to do my Act 7.3 finishing off before 7.4 drops in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, and also streaming. So yeah, see you for that stuff. Thank you very much for supporting the content. See you in another video. Make sure to check out some other content, and top 5 tips will be coming very soon as well. Appreciate you all very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Tatty byes for now.